Hello! This is Facey Case. Facey Case is a patron of mine on Patreon, and we all love her very much. And she doesn't have anything to promote. She just likes my points of view and my face. That's what she said. She likes my face. I'm adorable.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest.
Before we begin today's video, I would like for all of you to rise for the national anthem. I don't think I'm really going to play the national anthem before every fucking video. I highly doubt this will happen a third time. But I saw this video, and it made me laugh so hard, and I do have a very brief comment on it. But first, please rise for the national anthem being played behind titties.
It symbolizes all the blood, sweat, and tears that have been shed so that we as Americans can raise our flag across our nation. The LFL salutes all those who make this the greatest country in the world, and we stand in salute of our flag.
All right, now I thought that was pretty awesome. Gotta say, ladies, you made the right call, right? Now, here's what's so fucking amazing about it. The NFL is going to take a hit for this. People are not going to want to watch. The LFL, they're going to easily pick up some of those people now, especially now. Like, now that they've done this, that is great promotion for the Lingerie Football League, Legend Football League, the Legend Football League. Very, you know, these are athletes. And I gotta say, these are athletes. I've watched some of the games. Bitches can play, man. Like, it's fucking entertaining for more than just the asses and the titties. It's actually good football. It's pretty smash nose. It's actually really fun. Anyways, so, like, they did this move. It's a great move. And what made me laugh is I was thinking to myself as I'm looking at these girls, I'm like, I wonder how many of them are veterans. You know what I mean? Because that seems like, not to stereotype or anything like that, but that just seems like a profession that I think a female veteran off the military may look to go into. You know what I mean? That may be the reason why we have these sorts of things. Because so many women who are veterans, and they still want to stay active, and they still want to do sport type stuff, but they can't join the NFL. You know what I mean? So, and you want people to watch. You don't want it to turn into the WNBA and have 5 people in the stands. You got to put butts in the seats. You know? It just makes sense to me that might be possibly a motivation behind this move. It also might be because they have, you know, smart owners that are like, look, the NFL's getting hammered. Like, you know, they might just have seen the way the wind was blowing and be like, no, we got to do something different. But I got to wonder if it wasn't maybe the girls who were like, look, we don't want to do this. Like, please don't make us do this. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? But it's still fucking cool. So, anyways, on with the actual video now. Now, here, some people, again, I have to apologize. Perhaps I wasn't clear enough with what I meant. Some people think that there's a debate about whether or not Hillary Clinton started the whole birther thing, right? Some people actually think there's a debate on this. Now, when I say I was there, and I saw it with my own eyes and heard it with my own ears, what I'm saying to you is, I was there. I saw it with my own eyes, and I heard it with my own ears. It's not innuendo. I'm not saying it as in, I was alive in 2007. Yeah, no shit. Because I'm fucking older than 10, and I'm still here talking to you. Of course I was just alive then. No. I heard it. Saw it. I was there. Like, so I'd like to go way back in the Wayback Machine. For those of you who think that there is a debate on this topic, and let's play a little Chris Matthews, a little hardball, right? It's good stuff.
Let's all listen to former Senator Bob Kerrey, Clinton supporter, talk up rival Barack Obama.
There is a smear campaign going on, and people acting as if he's an Islamic Manchurian candidate. And I feel it's actually a substantial strength. He is a Christian. Both he and his family are Christians. They've chosen Christianity. But that connection to Indonesia and a billion Muslims on this earth, I think, is a real strength and an awful lot of value in his foreign policy efforts.
Now, let me break this down. You might be confused. This gentleman, Bob Kerrey, I believe is a former senator and a Hillary Clinton supporter, right? What we call a mouthpiece. Now, what that means is, what they call now a surrogate, what they used to call a mouthpiece. Now they call them surrogates, right? These are people that go on to the news to deliver the candidate's message, right? They don't go fucking rogue. They don't just all of a sudden go, oh, I'm going to say wonderful things about President or Senator Obama. He's there to support Hillary. All right? He's her surrogate, her mouthpiece. This man is not saying things that she didn't approve of, that she doesn't know about. To believe otherwise, I can't help you. I can't help you. If here you balk, I can't help you the rest of the way. You're going to lose the whole thing. Anyways, now he's saying things about Obama like, oh, I think it's a real... of course there's a smear campaign to say that he's an Islamic terrorist of some sort. And I don't think that's true. So what, he's Muslim? I think that's fantastic. That's essentially like saying, yeah, there's a smear campaign. They're trying to say that he's a Muslim, and that's a bad thing. And I'm saying he's a Muslim too, but I'm saying that's a good thing. Because, hey... he's attached to all those Muslim people. Just think of that. You know? When you go to bed at night, when you tuck your kids in, that he's attached to those billion Muslim people. Come on. You can't seriously be sitting there going, oh, he's saying nice things about him. Dude.
I've told Barack Obama when I've met with him, it's something that I've spoken about before, so this is not something that just sort of came out of the head birth out there in Iowa. I've thought about it a great deal. I've watched the blogs try to say that you can't trust him because he spent a little bit of time in a secular madrasa.
So is Hillary backer Bob Kerrey pretending to sell Obama but clearly putting the shiv in? Here's Hillary Clinton defending him and Bob Kerrey.
And this is some more of that bullshit. And I got some fun things to point out afterwards. But here's some more of that bullshit. It's more of that, oh no, I think it's great that he's Muslim. 6 years after 9/11? Really?
I think the remarks were very positive. I know Bob. He was being very complimentary of Senator Obama. He was making a point that Senator Obama makes himself all the time, that because of his upbringing and his heritage, he's, in his view, catch that line, very well suited to communicate with the rest of the world. And he has just said himself that he wants to have a particular outreach to the Islamic world. So I think Senator Kerrey was being, very generous in what he said.
You see how it interweaves with each other? His statement kicks off her statement. Her statement says the exact same fucking thing that his statement said. Right? This is her agenda she's pushing. This is her spin. It's extremely difficult to run for student body president. You think it's more difficult or less difficult to run for president of the goddamn nation? You don't just say, hey, you're awesome, you're a former senator and you want to support me, go on the news and say whatever you think is good. No, it doesn't fucking work like that. It's, hey, you're going to go on the news tomorrow and you're going to say this. Make sure you say this But don't say that we're saying this, right? And make sure you spin it good. Because we want to... It's laid the fuck out. And then her response is already planned, right? Because we remember, she plans everything ahead of time. But it's just, like... She follows these set patterns. And she does the same shit over and over again. And she gets her people to do it too. Because it's always her message. It needs to be her message. No. My message. It always has to be her shit. And it was so embarrassingly obvious at the vice presidential debate. Here's another blast from the past. This is a bit that I made myself back when I was really just starting to even think about, hey, maybe I could talk about politics. This is me just testing the waters to see what I could accomplish.
This is important, Elaine. I'm proud because her vision of Stronger Together. Hillary's running a campaign about Stronger Together. 6 times tonight, I have said to Governor Pence, eliminate the Iranian nuclear weapons program without firing a shot.
Eliminate.
Stopping a nuclear weapons program without firing a shot. Absolutely, without firing a shot. Stop the nuclear weapons program without quote, Putin to stop the Iranian nuclear weapons program without firing a shot. Do you want a you're hired president in Hillary Clinton, or do you want a you're fired president in Donald Trump? Hillary and I have a plan that's on the table that's a you're hired plan. The Trump plan is a different plan. It's a you're fired plan. And this is something I got a lot of scar tissue and experience on. But I got a lot of scar tissue. Donald Trump believes in deportation nation. These guys, and Donald Trump has said it, deportation force, that we should create a deportation force. If you don't know the difference between dictatorship and leadership,
you just said better.
If you mistake leadership for dictatorship, and you can't tell the difference. And I know he's laughing at this.
Did you work on that one a long time? Because that had a lot of really creative lines.
Right. Any of those ever sound familiar coming from Hillary? Of course. She was just a lot better at it. She would say them once, just to make sure they were fresh in your mind. But dummy goes out there, and every fucking sentence has to have some sort of buzz phrase in it. It's everything is structured very tightly with her. Everything. It's all plausible deniability. It's how she operates. No matter what she does, it's always, I don't know anything about it. Let's continue.
But didn't Hillary dump on Obama a few days ago for playing up his Indonesian roots? So what's she up to here? Is she pushing how great he is for having been running Indonesia, or what? Or simply reminding everybody about his background, his Islamic background?
All right. You may have missed it. Because fucking mumble mouth, on the most important word in the whole fucking sentence, he an imaginary dick in his mouth and he can't fucking speak right. But this dude here, I like this guy. He makes me giggle. I don't know why. There's something about him makes me giggle. But he did the legwork, so he's going to get the plaudits for it. Roll it.
Did you get it? Let's run it again, and I'll throw up the key word as a caption.
So what's she up to here? Is she pushing how great he is for having been running Indonesia, or what? Or simply reminding everybody about his background, his Islamic background?
By the way, how do I know that Matthews actually said the word born? Because that's what the official NBC transcript of this show says it was.
Now, this is back when journalism actually fucking meant something, right? So, he's asking these questions. He's making these connections. Why would a Hillary supporter go out and talk up Obama's link to Islam like it's a great thing 6 years after 9/11? Come on. And I swear to Christ, if any of you go, oh, well, it was Bob Kerrey then. Dude, he's not allowed to say what he fucking wants. He's not allowed to just go out there and talk up the opposition without it being a very structured response that she can respond to keep it. But we got this dude for one more clip. He did the work.
But that's not all. Late yesterday, Clinton tweeted out, President Obama's successor cannot and will not be the man who led the racist birther movement, period. But then, at 6 minutes past midnight, James Asher, the former Washington bureau chief for McClatchy News Service, responded to Clinton's tweet. So why did your man Sid Blumenthal spread the Obama birther rumor to me in 2008, asking us to investigate? Remember?
Anybody remember Sid Blumenthal? That's an interesting name. Did anybody spend the entirety of last year sitting around watching C-SPAN? Or was that just me? Because I sat around and watched hundreds of hours of C-SPAN. Footage of Hillary Clinton testifying in Benghazi and other things. And Sid Blumenthal, that was a name that came up a lot. He was like a confidant of hers. Allegedly. I don't know if that was ever proven out. But a lot of suspicious emails between him and her. Right? And so he kind of had his role to play in her campaigning and stuff like that. Like, when I say I'm there, I mean I'm there!
Awkwardly enough, it was Hillary's campaign that started this rumor in 2008 by hinting he may be a Muslim by circulating this photo. Then in March of 2008, during 60 Minutes, Mrs. Clinton couldn't definitively say he was not a Muslim.
Now, again, pay attention to the doublespeak. Alright?
You don't believe that Senator Obama's a Muslim?
Of course not. I mean, that's, that there is no basis for that. I take him on the basis of what he says.
Did you get it? No, of course not. No. He says he's not. Why would I question that? Well, now I'm questioning it. Right? Weren't you too?
And, there isn't any reason to doubt that.
You said you take Senator Obama at his word that he's not a Muslim. You don't believe that he's a Muslim.
See, this is when reporting was fucking good shit, man. These guys had their shit down. They asked good follow-up questions. You're saying that you don't believe it, but you also... What is it? Listen to her response.
No, why would I? There's no...
Right.
No, there is nothing to base that on, as far as I know.
It's just...
Oh, no, there's nothing to base... As far as I know. It's always... Oh, no, I don't think that, but... as far as I know... Come the fuck on. Like... So, at one point, I found myself in a lot of credit card debt. And I had to move back in with my folks as an adult in order to free up money so that I could pay off my credit card debt. And ever since I was a little child, actually, my father, every Sunday, would watch 60 Minutes. Religiously. He watched it more than he ever went to church, I think. Always 60 Minutes. Every fucking night. If we were going to be out, he would record it. VHS! And he would record it. So that he could watch 60 Minutes. And when it was 60 Minutes time, kids would fucking get off TV. 60 Minutes. Turn it on 60 Minutes. It wasn't even that. It was turn it on 8. Or whatever the fuck it was. Turn it on 60 Minutes. And there was no question. Alright. Because it was fucking Dad's only hour to do anything he wanted to do. So, we watched fucking 60 Minutes. And when I moved back in with my folks, every Sunday, I watched 60 Minutes with my dad. Conveniently enough, this was during the presidential election. 2008. I was there! Maybe I wasn't clear enough. Maybe I wasn't. Maybe I just assumed that everybody was in on what happened. Perhaps I'm just crazy. But I, was, there. Period. When she started that shit on 60 Minutes. Now, before that was her fucking mouthpiece. It got such a good reaction that it was, okay, now you can really go out and push it. Presidential election is a very difficult thing to win. Everything has to be structured just so. You're crazy if you think it wasn't her. Like, God damn it. I was there. And you know, maybe I'm just not on the right side for you, right? Maybe you just don't want to listen to me because I'm one of those assholes. That's fine. Whatever. I got some people from your side.
But for Hillary Clinton to come out and criticize anybody for spreading the rumors about Barack Obama, when it all started
on 60 Minutes,
on fucking 60 Minutes,
all started with her and her campaign passing things around in the Democratic primary. Rich. Now,
the response I was given had a link, and I didn't go and look at it. I didn't even bother. I didn't need to, because the title, which I could see clearly in the link, said it was actually Hillary's campaign. That is the most weak, limp dick fucking argument. If there's anything in the world that is going to be controlled very tightly by the candidate, it's going to be the shit that their campaign says. To say, no, it was all them. You've got to be kidding me. It was almost sillier than the Democratic platform. Oh, this is all the great things the Democrats are doing for the United States. Here's their platform. Dude, if her campaign said it, it came from her first.
This started with Hillary Clinton, and it was spread by the Clinton team.
We're just telling
back
the truth.
in 2000.
Generally, I dislike Mika. But in this instance, I gotta agree with her. They're telling the truth.
Okay, I don't recall that, but if you're telling me that was the case, I just don't recall.
John Heilman?
It was the case. It was
the case. Thank you, John Heilman.
Thank you, John Heilman. Like, there's a lot of things that I say on this channel when I make videos that you can easily argue with me on. I go on to divisive topics and whatnot. But if I'm going to seriously take a CNN clip of Don Lemon, a guy I always really build up whenever I do a video on him. I'm always so excited to do a Don Lemon video because he always makes himself look so stupid. To have the audacity to allow it to enter your mind that I would make a video like that where I'm cackling my balls off at Don Lemon, going, Don, I was there, Don. Don, I was there. Don, I was there, Don. Don, I was there. To think that I wouldn't have this response ready to give to you when you decided that this could be a debate. You don't give me enough credit. You just don't. You don't give me enough credit. Like, dude, there's no way I would be so stupid as to make a video like that without having my shit together. Come on. The whole basis of the entirety of the video was to laugh at Don Lemon because he's pushing fake news while saying, I'm not pushing fake news. If you lie enough to people, they'll start believing it, and I'm not going to. It was the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen in my life. And it was pitiful embarrassing. I said those words. Pitiful embarrassing. To do that and not have my ass covered, you don't give me enough credit.
Mm-hmm.